flood social media with free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, free Mazi Simon Ekpa. Hashtag. Flood the social media with free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, free Mazi Simon Ekpa. Hashtag. Flood the social media with hashtag Biafra civil disobedience. Biafra civil disobedience. These are the hashtags you can use to flood the social media to draw attention. International awareness campaign. Very, very important. I'm not speaking about saga. I'm not speaking about attacking your brother, your sister, or telling us who is important and who is not important, or who is online. I am speaking about the cause of Biafra, the freedom of our Biafra people, and the freedom of their leaders. Hashtag free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, free Mazi Simon Ekpa. Hashtag Biafra civil disobedience. Those of us that have access to write to the embassies, international human rights groups, and foreign media. We have Biafrans who have the capacity to write, who have access to write, and their letters will be received. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? You have a weapon in your hand, which is pen to write. What are you waiting for? We have people. It is not only Biafra, it is not only Mazi Simon Ekpa that is a politician in abroad. It is not only Mazi Simon Ekpa that is Biafran politician abroad. In almost all countries of the world, you have Biafran politicians. Biafrans, Igbo Biafrans more especially. Igbo Biafrans more especially, who are politicians across board in strong nations of the world, including Russia. We have Igbo politicians. Begin to interact with them. Begin to write to embassies wherever you are. Begin to write. Look at it. Search, make research, get contacts. Write to embassies. Write to international human rights groups. Write to them. Don't stop writing. Don't get tired. Don't say, oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have written a lot. Oh, Mazi Simon have written a lot. It is never enough. Flood them with, continue to increase the pressure. A time will come when they can no longer ignore. Pressure, that is what it's called. Pressure. Don't say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have done it. Oh, Mazi Simon have done it. Oh, there's no need to do it again. Do it again, and again. That is what is called pressure. Expose Nigerian hypocrisy to the world. Just as we are doing. That is what we have been doing on this platform. And we continue to do every day, morning and evening, twice every day. Those of us that have platforms, your social media platform, no matter how many viewers you have, no matter how many followers you have, it doesn't change anything. Just like myself, when I come here, even if it is only one person or two people watching me, I will do my complete program the way it's supposed to be. Put it there. You never can tell who is going to come across your program. You can't tell. Billions of people are in this world, they're in this social media watching. You don't know who is going to come across your content. Only one person, it takes only one person to change the narrative, in case you don't know. Only one person. Only one person will make that click and things will turn around. It doesn't take too much people. One person. Look at Burkina today. Only one man, Traore. His presence changed everything. His presence changed narratives. Only one man. Look at Alex Todd. The presence of Alex Todd as a president of Finland changed the system. Make them to criminalize self-determination. The presence of Alex Todd make Finland to begin to dine with a terrorist country. The same way, there might be somebody that will come, only one person alone that will appear. The presence of that person will question every single thing that is put in place. That is why you continue to write. Put pressure. Don't relax. Don't say because it cannot be answered, people have been written enough. It might be your own. It might be your own that will arrive just when it is needed. Just when it is needed. Write to embassies, international human rights groups, foreign medias. Write to them. You never can tell. It might just be your own that will arrive at the right time. These are the ways to maintain pressure. expose Nigerian hypocrisy to the world, claiming democracy while jailing freedom fighters. We do that every day. Nigeria is never a democracy. We do it every day. You see even videos, even from their own conventional media, we cut out videos from their conventional media and we show it to the world. Sometimes you see their media, people come there to speak the truth, even though it's a half-truth. That is why we go to their conventional media. I listen to everywhere. And when I see those content that are good for us, I will cut it out, cut it and share it. Share it on Twitter, share it on YouTube, share it anywhere you can share it. You never can tell. Continue to push out all those hypocrisy. That shows that Nigeria is never a democracy and will never be. Continue to do that. These are how to mount international campaign and awareness. Keep the pressure up. Don't say, oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is no longer here. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not here. No need to do it. They have done enough. After all they did, still this thing happened. You must continue. That is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, consistency is the key. Consistency is the key, and that is the pressure. Keep the pressure up. I want the world to hear us and hear us clear. The world must hear that Nigeria is a prison house of a nation. Nigeria is a prison house of nations. Nations are imprisoned in Nigeria. Nations that are supposed to make difference. Nations are supposed to bring light to the world. Nations that are supposed to build the world and make it what it should be. They are all imprisoned in Nigeria. That is why that entity must disintegrate. That is why the only alternative is self-determination. Referendum for people to go their separate ways. Endorse the referendum of the Biafran people. If you cannot endorse it, you want to conduct a referendum. We have already conducted a referendum. If you don't accept it, conduct yours and let's see. And the world must put pressure on Nigeria to allow nations that they are holding captivity to go. It is not just Biafra. I'm talking about nations. You have the Arewa nation. You have the Middle Belt. You have the Oduduwa. And you have the Biafran people. The world must hear that Nigeria is a prison house of nations and must not be allowed to see the daylight. Not ever. Every one of us also must also continue. We are talking about pressure. How to put pressure. How to increase the pressure. After the drama and all that is happening, how to increase the pressure. That is what we are discussing today. In putting that pressure, everyone that matters have to join us. People of conscience across the world have to join us. People that care about humanity have to hear us. You have to join us by boycotting Nigerian businesses and institutions. Every Nigerian business and institution, boycott it. Don't have anything to do with them. And they are fraud. Boycott every Nigerian business and institutions. Any way you can do it, in any way, in any manner, do it. Men of conscience, people that care. That is our call. Refuse to participate in Nigerian election, delegitimizing the system. These are things you can do on your own, individually. These are things we can do. The way we can be able to put pressure on the Zolika Republic. Refusing participation in Nigerian election. Our refusing to participate, we delegitimize the system. Not when you talk about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, free him. They don't free him. You go and say, I vote for Obi. They don't vote for Obi. You come back again, they say, free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They don't free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You go back and say, vote for Obi. That's an idiotic move. Nobody's going to take you serious. Nobody is going to take you serious. Even when you know that nobody is going to vote Peter Obi in. Peter Obi can never and will never be the president of Nigeria. You are aware. That P2B is not even a part. He's not part of the plan. He's not in the plan of Nigeria. But he will not understand it. Our prime minister warned him initially when he was bragging everywhere that he's not making any headway. And he saw it. After all the votes they gave him, that everybody saw that he got the vote, did he win? No. The INEC decides who wins in Nigeria. And how do you think that Tinubu will choose an INEC chairman and the INEC chairman will now turn the vote against him? I don't know where you keep your minds. I don't know where your minds are. That Tinubu will choose an INEC chairman and that INEC chairman will turn against him. In which world? In which world are you living? Are you still living in Nigeria? Are you sure you are a Nigerian and you're believing that? Every year you come out, you talk about election. Every year you come, oh, this one, this man, this one. You end up, you build a monster that will destroy you. You are building a monster that, even the P2B you are talking about, if he gets there, your situation will be worse than ever. Though he's not going to be there, but if he gets there, your situation will be worse than ever. Because number one, he will first of all sign the agreement to keep you enslaved and make sure you do not get that thing you are looking for. He will make sure that the enslavement, the taking away of your freedom is guaranteed. That is first thing he will sign. That you remain enslaved. The only way to be a president of Nigeria is to assure them that you can kill as many Biafrans as possible. It is not a propaganda, it is not a lie. That is the truth. You must have to prove to them that you can be able to destroy the life of a Biafran person before you can come to that position. Obasanjo came there. When Obasanjo came there, you saw what he did in Udi. He used Udi to show example that he can destroy as many lives as possible in Biafra land. Every one of them does it. In the case of Yerodua, he had not much time. Goodluck Jonathan came there by accident and he saw what happened. They didn't even allow him to see the light of the day. Buhari came, you saw Biafra forged the highest genocide that you can ever imagine. And Tinubu came, they brought Tinubu because he is somebody who has a special hatred for Igbo race. Tinubu has a special hatred for Igbo race. And even up till now, Tinubu is still proving to them that he will destroy the Igbo race as much as he can. Look at how they are demolishing houses in Lagos State. Plaza. Look at the plaza they are demolishing in Trade Fair. This Trade Fair was a forest complete for a swamp. This was a place that our eternally Dedim Odumugojuku went and he began to cry. Began to cry for his brothers that they took their money to go and close a swamp. Our eternal leader went there and saw there he was crying. Today, that Trade Fair, go and see the demolition that is happening there. Plazas were brought down. Plazas. 3-story building. Some are still under construction. Still under construction. 3-story building, 4-story building, 5-story building brought down. Act of wickedness. What other act of wickedness can be more than that? In a country where you have laws, where were they when those people were laying the foundation of that very building? Where were they when the land was sold? The land was sold. Even if you're not aware, the person came and searched for C of O and you gave the person. You stood there. The person was building the house from foundation. Lay the foundation. Build the first story, second story, third story. You never said a word. Only to wake up one day and begin to demolish the whole house and call it illegal structure. Where were you when that illegal structure was set up? In a country that has a government, in a state that has a government, in a state they claim to be digital. This is a place that are inviting foreigners to come and do business. In a state where you want to invite foreigners, that somebody will establish a business, you wake up one morning and they destroy it completely, telling you that it's illegal. They were there when the foundation was laid and nothing was done. Tinubu have used his wickedness to prove to Nigeria that he can rule. You saw this even P2B. P2B in one of his interviews was trying to use the killing of Biafrans, the massacre of Biafran that he threw in the Ozu River, to make campaign in their last campaign. When he was asked the question of Biafra struggle, he said he knows how to handle them. He has dealt with them before. People should go and ask questions how he dealt with them. Which question are you going to ask? He said, go and ask what I did when I was there in Anambra State. What did he do? What did he do? Take the life of innocent Biafrans, members of Mossab in the Ozu River. Up to today, he has not given an account. The other hand, when you come and interview him, he will tell you he was not in the state when it happened. At the same time, he says, go and ask them what I did during that time. These are the evil in the zoo that we must continue to speak against. Boycott their businesses and institutions. Refuse the participation in anything that called election. That is a very big blow that will delegitimize them, delegitimize the system, and we call the attention of the world. And it is important. This one is important. This point is important. This one is important. Channel every Biafran resources towards Biafran causes, not Nigerian structures. If you are a genuine Biafran, channel every resources they have towards Biafran causes. Channel your resources towards the issue of Biafra. Likewise, you want to make establishments, you want to build your resources, your businesses, channel it to the Biafra land. Focus on Biafra land. Focus on Biafra land. Stop wasting your money. Stop wasting your money. Stop pleasing those. You can do business. We are blessed. We can do business anywhere. If it is difficult for you to leave those areas, make your head office in Biafra land. Establish your head office. Keep your content. When somebody wants to buy a goose, you will from there send to him. You can have a small store, a small office where you transact your business and keep samples. In this digital age, owning a shop it's not raining again. I don't know why our people can't understand. Owning a shop is no longer raining. In the West, as we speak, you can stay in your room, in your bedroom, with your laptop and your phone and do business of billions. You can stay in your bedroom without a shop, without a warehouse, without a container, and be doing your business. Be doing your business in your room, in your village. Go. You'll be transacting with people and be sending information. If you need an office, you can have a small office in those areas. Build your warehouse and your headquarters in Biafra land. Keep it there. Keep it there. No matter what it will cost you, do it. Let us put that pressure on that economy. Put pressure. They can't stand it for a minute. The only people that have stood everything that is called pressure in life is the Biafran people. We have faced death. We have faced starvation. What else is to face? What else is remaining? We have faced death. We faced starvation. We faced hunger. We faced poverty. They took away everything and gave us 20 pounds. And we survived. There is nothing else. No more challenge again that we cannot face. No. And that is why they are scared. That is why they are scared. So let us put economic pressure on them. We can. We can. We can. My fellow Biafran that are watching, I want to let you know, if we starve the system will definitely crumble. If we apply all these steps, starve the system, it will collapse. The zoo is not as strong as you think it is. The only thing that is hindering us because we are slow and not consistent on what we are doing. So many of us are busy gossiping. We are busy gossiping. We are busy talking about. Some people will come online. You will be talking rubbish. You will not make a statement without blaming your brother or your sister. You cannot conduct a full program without talking about your brother or your sister. You spend 2 hours to talk about your brother or your sister, call them names, and you spend only 1 hour or 30 minutes to talk about the issue that matters. How does that make sense? How does that make sense? When you come online, you spend 5 good hours analyzing idiocy, analyzing stupidity and creating more enmities. You are creating more enmity. Information that nobody asks you of. You bring this one. Oh, this one said this. This one. Why did they say this? Oh, this one said that. Why did they say that? This thing you said is against Mr. A. This thing you said is against Mr. B. Why must this Mr. B say this? Why must Mr. A? An idiotic illustration. I don't know where they learned that nonsensical analyzing that doesn't make any sense. You are analyzing something that doesn't make sense. It doesn't add anything to you. The only thing that it adds to you is the idiotic viewers that are following you and watching what you are doing. The idiotic viewers like yourself who only want to hear gossip, who only enjoy saga, they only enjoy chaos, and they come there and they praise you. Because of that, you continue to insist on that nonsense and begin to talk idiotic statement. From beginning, you will spend 4 good hours on a program analyzing idiocy. You cannot control your own program. Use your own word. Leave people's video alone. Focus on your own content. Give us what you have. Tell the world what is happening in Biafra land. Give us solutions. Encourage Biafrans. Our leaders are not here. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. How are you encouraging the people? How? How are you encouraging? By being divisive. By using your platform to spill lies, spill hate. By using your platform to wait for your brother to speak. Immediately your brother speaks, you go and take the video and begin to analyze. To paint him evil. You can never see anything good in anybody. Every video you see, you can't take a video and say, in this one, I love this one, this thing, this one is a positive. You can never find anything positive in anything anybody says. And it sounds good for you. And people help you to share. And they promote it. That is what the world needs today. Go to social media today. The only thing that moves today is saga. That is how people grow their platform. It's saga. Talk about things that doesn't make sense, and that is what the world want to listen to. They want to get themselves busy with idiocy. But I bet you, the journey of Biafran restoration is greater than that. It doesn't matter what I think. Choose the part you play. There are some people in that. There are some people on TikTok, like that our sister in Canada. She has chosen her own part. That sister in Canada, she's doing very well in TikTok. Anyanambra, debunking every single lie that the Yorubas are telling against us. She bring it to them one-on-one. She bring it to them two-to-two, woto to them. The same way they bring it to us, she expose them and let the world know what is truth. All the lies they're telling against Biafra. That is her own cause. She has chosen her own cause. And she is focused, doing it excellently well. Excellent. All those lies, they come online, Igbo do. She is there debunking them with proof and evidence. Not just come and talk. It's not just come and make noise. She debunked them with proof and evidence in her platforms. I have seen so many of her videos. Sometimes I come across her videos. With proof and evidence. Choose a part you will do. Increase the pressure on these people. That is what is going to help us to go where we are going. Another important part that we must look into is unity among Biafrans. Unity among Biafrans. The unity among us can increase, it can give Nigeria heart attack. Only unity, if we can unify ourselves, that one alone can give Nigeria heart attack, if you don't know. I want you to know this. No pressure can work if Biafrans are divided. Did you hear me clear? No pressure can work if Biafrans are divided. This is why I stand my ground on where I stand, unshaken. I don't care what you believe. I don't care how you feel. You can't twist me to say what you want me to say, because I know why I joined the struggle. I know what I'm looking for. I know what I'm asking for. No pressure can work if Biafrans are divided. We must kill this division by all means. Another one is politicians, elites, saboteurs. We always try to weaken the struggle. and they pass through us, through me, through you. Politicians, elites, saboteurs, we always try to weaken the struggle. Don't think it will stop. So that is why when you are paying attention to them, you are giving them publicity. When you come online, all you do is to focus on one particular individual or one particular, you are giving them popularity. Ignore them. Ignore them. Biafrans are not dumb. In as much as they come to watch your drama, it doesn't mean they are dumb. It doesn't mean they are dumb. Ignore them. You are only promoting those people you think you are fighting. You are promoting them. Politicians, elites, saboteurs, we always try to weaken the struggle. And they pass through you. They pass through me. Some of us join them ignorantly. Some of us help them to weaken the struggle ignorantly. You don't know. Through what you are doing. Through your presentations. Through what you say. Through what you write. Through your behavior. The people must show that this is bigger than individual. We must show that the cause of Biafra is bigger than an individual. Every one of us must begin to put that habit and show to the world, show to the people that the struggle of Biafra is bigger than an individual. It is a generational cause. It is a generational cause that every one of us belong to. It is bigger than one person. I want you to hear this and have this at the back of your mind. Division is Nigerians' weapon. Unity is our revenge. Did you hear me clear? Division is Nigerians' weapon. But unity is our revenge. That is why we must unite. That is why we must continue to look to the path of unity. Unite ourselves. If we are united, we can move mountains. There is nothing we cannot do. No propaganda can stand up. Nothing can. Who is Nigeria? What Nigeria is a failed state already. A failed state that have fallen apart already. The only thing that is making it stand is because of us. Disunity among us. Nigeria has crumbled. Everything about, you can imagine a country that another country's court, Supreme Court, have mentioned and said that the people that are in charge of that country are terrorist organization. What else are you expected to hear? A lawless country that have disobeyed all international laws. We have a very good stance to make our case. But disunity is creating a very big distraction. Many of us are not using our social media handle effectively. We are not using our social media handle the way we're supposed to use it. It is high time we change narrative to create pressure. Our discussion today is on how we will increase the pressure. Seeing everything that is happening today, seeing fully well that Nigeria is not ready to budge. They are not ready to leave Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Neither they are ready to leave us. Increase the pressure. That is the message. Increase the pressure. We have had a lot of lessons in the past from history where pressure were put and things worked. In history can be a good teacher for us. We can take the example of Gandhi. Gandhi of India defeated British through civil disobedience. Pressure, consistency. He was consistent in it. Not today. A human member will see that this one will not do. Or Imo State will sit. The ABSA will not sit. Consistency. Gandhi defeated the British through civil disobedience. Civil disobedience without firing a shot. Civil disobedience. Civil disobedience. Even though in our own case, we are dealing with a black man with a black heart. So we are going to make our own much more tougher. While we are doing the civil disobedience, we continue to defend ourselves because we are dealing with criminals. We are dealing with a heartless entity. We are dealing with Pharaoh. So Gandhi defeated the British through civil disobedience. History should tell us that we can do better. Also, Martin Luther King Jr. shook America with non-violent resistance. Martin Luther King shook America with non-violent resistance, and he was able to make it through. He was consistent in it, even when his life is threatened. The very time he was shot, even the statement he made, as if he knew he was going to die, but yet he went further. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, it is either Biafra or death. And he went ahead to interpret it and say, it's either he dies in the cause of Biafra or he gets Biafra. And today you see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu marching forward. Mazi Nnamdi made the same promise. He said, it's either he gets Biafra or he turns to a beast. He's not going to stop. These are men that have determination, very consistent. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Sam, we are all consistent on the last minute. What about you? How consistent have you been? What you are interested in is building camp. You want to build camp A, camp B, group A, group C. You are busy in building structures everywhere. You are busy in elevating yourself, creating enmity among ourselves. We are busy pushing propaganda and blackmail, calling ourselves terrorists. Helping the enemy instead of fighting the enemy, we help the enemy. And the enemy go to bed and be laughing. That's what we are doing. What did you learn from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? What did you learn from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Also, Nelson Mandela was freed because of people, and the world increased the pressure on apartheid South Africa. That was how Nelson Mandela was freed. Pressure was increased when Mandela was in detention. Pressure, there was so much pressure that they couldn't handle it anymore. They couldn't. Everybody joined. The whole world, the entire world mounted pressure. And how is the world going to join us when we are still busy fighting ourselves? How is the world going to join us when we are still busy castigating ourselves and calling ourselves names? How are you going to draw the attention of the world when we still have a lot of people who don't know what they want and what they are looking for? How are we going to get the attention of the world when we still have many people that are pursuing their personal interests, personal glory? It is very important that we change the way we are doing things for us to succeed in increasing the pressure. We must mount this pressure, increase the pressure. My fellow Biafrans that are watching, wherever you're watching from, I want you to understand this. If Mandela could be free, our supreme leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can be free. If Nelson Mandela could be free, the supreme leader of IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, can be free. I want you to take that word to heart. Wherever you are and you're watching this program today, don't watch this program alone. This program is about solution. Today is our sit at home. This program is loaded about solution. Share it and make it go viral. Don't watch it and just keep it. Share it in your group. Share it to family and friends. Share it to anyone you know, including our enemies. Send it to them. Including those ones you see, they don't hear, they don't understand. You are in different camp, they're different camp. Share to them. We must have to start to look at the positive in each and every one of us. Harmonize it and use it for our own advantage. Stop being too much negative. Stop being too negative that every single thing you see. This video I'm making, there are people who are here now. They are only waiting and copying the negative things. They want to see where you made mistake, where you use wrong language, or where you spoke wrong English, or where you said something that they don't like. There are people now watching me in this program. That is what they came for. There are people in this program. They are only looking for where you made a mistake. They are paying attention to see where I am going to make a mistake, where I'm going to call a certain name. They want to hear, is he going to call this one name? Is he going to call this one name? Is he talking about this one? Is he talking about it? and they cannot pick out the real information they are passing. It is so sad. You better change your mind. If you're one of those people, change your mind. You're not doing yourself a favor. You are part of the problem. You are not doing yourself a favor. You are part of the problem. It is high time we begin to do something differently. Today is sit at home. And as always, the Biafran people are sitting at home. The entire Biafra land is shut down as always. And the referendum is going on, as we all know. You cannot run away from it. There is no referendum that will be greater than this one you are seeing. When the international community focus their searchlight on Biafra and they will see everywhere deserted, it speaks volume. It is louder than this voice I'm using to talk. This picture you are seeing is louder. It speaks louder. When they focus their searchlight, they come to Biafra and they see this kind of empty street, a very empty street. It speaks volume. It speaks volume. It passes a strong message. And I appreciate every Biafran in Biafra land that has remained consistent in this sit at home. Regardless, I'm not going to tell you that it's easy. It is not easy. It is not easy. It is not easy, but we need to make this sacrifice. It is very important. We must be ready to sacrifice. If you are not ready to sacrifice, it means you don't want to be free. If you are not ready to sacrifice, you are not ready to be free. I'm not coming here to tell you that it's easy. It is difficult, more especially at this point in time. But for you to take that pain and continue to sit at home, Chukwu Okike Abiyama will never, ever allow you to lack. For every business you have lost today, be Monday. Every business you have lost today, be Monday. I bet you, by Tuesday, you are going to get 1,000-fold of it. There is no sacrifice you make for Biafra that will go in vain. As we are demanding for the unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa, which all the political prisoners of Biafra, you are not just doing it for them, you are doing it for yourself. This referendum can never be forgotten. This referendum you are seeing can never ever be ignored. When the international communities put their satellite in Biafra land and they see markets deserted, they see market deserted, empty, completely empty. Market is fully empty. They will ask questions. What you are seeing, it speaks louder than voice. And it is civil disobedience. Very peaceful, non-violent civil disobedience. Non-violent. Nobody be enforcing it. Non-violent. Nigerian government have tried every time to paint us as violent people. Every time. They paint us as violent people. Every time they paint us as troublemaker. They have tried everything they can to see they paint us evil. But I bet you, they will never succeed if you keep on doing what we are doing. Civil disobedience, non-violence have been used in the past, and it is recognized across the world as a means, one of the strongest means to pursue self-determination. It is recognized. We are in a place where we are dealing with tyrants. We are dealing with tyrants that they can't allow us to have a voice. They can't allow us to speak. Our life is in danger. We can't even protest. When you come out to protest, you are gone. Protest in Biafra land is death warrant. But we thank Chukwu Okike Abiyama that today, Chukwu Okike Abiyama is using someone else to speak on our behalf. That is why he says that if you refuse to worship Chukwu Okike Abiyama, he will raise stone to worship him. And I bet you the coming of Biafra, just like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, it will come in such a way that no man can question it or take glory. It will come in such a way that no man will take the glory. That is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said. He said, Biafra will come in such a way that no human being will take the glory and say, oh, if not for me. It is a process of Chukwukabiama, and he can even use a janjaweed to bring it. He can use the janjaweed to bring it. If he wants, Chukwukabiama can use an enemy to bring the freedom. That is why you must have to be careful what you say and what you do. It is not in your hand to determine who is right and who is wrong. Sometimes we go overboard. And that is why I am worried. When we do not see anything good in anything anybody does, if you are in that path, you have been there for a very long time, it is not doing us any good. Try to find the positive in everybody. Try to find that thing you can be able to take out of everybody and use it positively for the cause of our freedom. There is always a positive thing you can find in every one of us. There is always a positive aspect of a person, a man. Don't always dwell on negativity. Dwelling on negativity. You will come to a program, you are just looking for somebody to say something you're going to cut. You cut it and you go and begin to say, analyzing what? What are you analyzing? You are creating chaos. You are creating problem. That is what you are doing. You are making people lose focus on what they're supposed to do. If you want to make a content for Biafra, focus on the education of the Biafran people, exposing Nigerian government. Focus on it. This idea of washing your dirty nails in the public, advertising idiocy when you think you're advertising Biafra, that's not what they're doing. No sensible person, somebody who is not a Biafran, I ask, somebody who is not a Biafran, when he joins your program where you're making a program, or what you're writing, or sees your video, what is he going to think? What information is going to go away with? When other people that are not Biafrans come across your video, what are they going to go away with? It is a question you have to ask yourself. We need to think of how we are going to increase the pressure. That is the message of today. We need to increase the pressure. Increase the pressure. That government do not release their prisoners out of pity. Never, never, ever. It has never happened in history. And it will not start from you. It has never happened in history. And it will never start from you. Government do not release their prisoners out of pity. They don't. Maybe you don't know before. Now you know. Now you understand. Now you understand. They only release their prisoner out of pressure. When you give them pressure, you give them pressure, give them pressure, they can't handle it. They have no choice. They will let go. And we have been able to put forward all those pressure. On your own time, you can go back and watch the video again and again, get the information for yourself. We have spoken a lot. Things to do, how to put pressure on Nigerian government. We have stated it here in full. There you will, if you go back and look at the video, you will always see something that you yourself will do without it won't cost you anything. You will always pick out one thing. You look at this sit-at-home. This sit-at-home you are watching now is heavy pressure. The world cannot ignore an empty street, an empty market. It speaks louder than voice. Empty street, empty market speaks louder than voice. The world will never ignore it. They will never ignore it. It's just a question of time. Let us maintain that pressure until that one man who is going to touch that button, push that button will come. You never can tell. You never can tell when it's going to happen. Don't say, oh, they have been speaking for a very long time. Oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been doing this. Oh, Mazi Nnamdi have been doing this. Oh, they have been doing this. They have been talking about this all this time. He's been preaching. He's been writing petition. He has been writing writing articles. It's not working. Continue to write. That is the pressure. You never can tell who is. Maybe your own is the one that's going to enter there when they can no longer ignore. A time is going to come. They can no longer ignore. Is Biafra possible? Very, very possible. My only worries is the distractions. Some of us are ignoring what we are supposed to do. Some of us are focusing on what does not matter. Some of us have forgotten why we are here. Some of us have forgotten why we came. Whoever is in this program today, I believe at this end of this program, you must have gotten something. Don't watch this program alone without sharing. It is one of those pressure we're going to put. One of the ways to put pressure, if you have been sharing it, share everywhere, including to the enemies, share to them. You never can tell the hand that is going to get the information. If you have not been sharing, share. Like the program. Like and share. It doesn't matter how many times you share. It doesn't matter. Continue to share to all platforms where you are. On your own time, watch it again. And you must get one thing. That's one thing you can do on your own, even without anybody pushing you. Example is, look at the sit-at-home. In the face of all, they said, this sit-at-home is so strong and so important that I don't know why people don't understand it. They accuse Mazi Nnamdi Kanu of instigating it. Look at it. 10 months after 10 months, it is still ongoing in the absence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They accuse him of insecurity. After 10 months, the insecurity is still there. More than ever. The insecurity is still high. More than ever. My fellow Biafrans, do not allow anybody to bully you. Do not allow anybody to distract you. And do not allow anyone to deceive you. My brothers and sisters, wherever you are watching this program from at this moment, this is not the time to be tired. Don't say because of the judgment of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because of what you heard from the lawyers, because of what is happening, I'm tired. I can't continue. Oh, this Biafra is not possible. This is not the time for that. And this is not the time to be afraid. Do not be afraid. Fear is one of the instruments they are using. It's one of the weapons they are using against us. They make you afraid of speaking about your freedom. That is why they criminalize self-determination, even though they know that self-determination is a right, not a privilege. It is a right. It is your right. It is my right. But they criminalize it to make you afraid so that you will stop talking about it. Do not allow that. Don't buy into it. Don't buy into it. It doesn't matter how they try. Do not buy into it. Don't be tired. Don't be afraid.